we're building a box.
We're building a dog feeder.
All
That's going to look different than this.
Yep.
But same concept.
Mm-hmm.
Are these our 5 cuts?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Real. These are both by 10, so we should just make one we should just make one 10-inch cut right now. 10 inches all the way across. Because then we can make these ones. But we can at least make 3 cuts out of if we make one long 10-inch one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Have you ever made a box before?
Mm-mm. Did you line it up where the blade's gonna see? So it's gotta. The clamps just need to.
I tried to line it up for the blade, but you should probably check no look.
Okay.
He has it because he's left-handed. I know, so he goes.
Yeah, I was
this
like.
way.
At least it's a track saw, and we don't really need to so we have to do it left-handed.
Yeah, you can try it that way, and if you want, we can swap it to right-handed.
Where's the
trigger?
Trigger on this one?
Right there.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm just gonna use 2 hands because that's a little easier.
Probably a good idea. Do you want your glasses?
I knew I was missing something. Left-handed tool owner. Yeah, there's no such thing as left-handed tools. No.
Is there?
Is there? Okay.
One.
First cut. I was thinking it was. I think it was done.
That's it. Okay, so we have a.
That's a tall dog feeder.
2 10 and 10 1/4.
2 10 1/4.
Yeah.
Oh jeez. You wanna clamp that? Am I crazy? Where's the trigger on this? Oh. Measure that. Make sure it's right.
Come on, brain.
Come on, brain.
Clamp.
I think one person should be doing all the measuring that way. If it's all wonky, we'll know who did it. I thought you had it clamped. No. Clamp it.
Okay, well I need you to lift it.
It's not doing anything.
I can't see. Who knew building a box was so complicated?
It's not complicated. It's just being precise. Clamp.
From 11 to 10.
Out of my skill level. Tiny cuts.
Tiny cuts.
Wait. Yeah. Oh, wait a second.
Try and build our box. I was like, where did this one come from?
My hands are so sweaty.
Side. Other side. We wagon wheeled.
That's a new term we've learned today.
We learned that term today.
Look at that. Pretty good. There you go. It's a box.
We might need a speed square.
Back to figure number 1.
I'm impressed with us.
I love a track saw.
Yeah, track saw definitely.
Track saw versus a table saw. Fingers are.
Table saws eat fingers.
Ever since my dad cut his thumb off when I was younger. Okay, so each circle we're gonna make out of foam needs to be 7 inches in diameter. 19.5 divided by 2.
What's that for?
I'm trying to find.
Oh, the middle.
The middle.
Ah.
It should be.
Oh wait. This doesn't need to be 7. It needs to be 3.5. The radius.
Yeah, the diameter is 7.
Math.
Oh boy.
I was like, this is a big circle.
Our brains are gonna be tired today.
Yeah.
Using all my resources. Half of 11 is 5.5.
Yes. Correct.
And you know, I'm so proud of myself right now. I was terrible at like geometry and math. But it makes sense when you're actually like building something.
Yeah.
When they're like, do these equations and find these angles of these triangles. using sine, cosine, and tangent.
I know. And you're the one that knows how to use a speed square more than I do. That's the I don't understand.
There's a pivot point, and that
I understand
creates angles.
speed squares for like making a 90-degree angle
Right.
and like that, but
Or
that's
like-
about all I know.
Yeah. You can like hang a string, and it's there's tutorials on YouTube.
I just haven't needed to use it yet. Protractor.
Yeah.
Look at that perfect circle.
So the bandsaw might work
What
well.
about just a knife?
I think I might need a snack break.
Snack break.
Yeah.
Need to measure correctly, not within an eighth of an inch.
I'm doing my best. If my best is not good enough for you, you can find somebody else.
I know you can do better.
Can I?
Yes.
I don't think.
It's
I don't think we've proven that yet.
holding you to high standards.
Well, that's where you went wrong. Okay, so we need to figure out how to slice this. Yeah.
We're making the circles.
Yeah, we didn't know if we should do the circles.
I cut them on the bandsaw. It'll be easier.
That's what Quinn said. And that's not a clean
Jagged.
Well,
Are we ready for the 95-degree weather next week?
No.
10 degrees hotter than this? I can't tell you the last time I've actually been in weather that hot.
I was last June, Reno.
Oh, really?
Yep.
It was that hot?
Yes.
yeah, so you want to take some wax, smear it on the corners with like a rag. I use like a popsicle stick or whatever that's rounded. Just tool it, and there'll be the stuff that oozes out on the sides.
Mm-hmm.
You just leave it.
So build
Time
it
for
first.
a little wagon wheel action.
With your finger.
Oh, I was like, wait, this is the bottom.
No. Why did we cut this to 10?
This is this side. Good thing you drew on this, otherwise we would have been like, wait. Right? We made a box.
Hey,
Ah.
That one kind of.
everything lined up.
Yeah.
Hold the tip right in the corner, and then just put a generous amount. You want enough that when you're tooling it, it
Sides.
sorts out the sides, because that's how you know, especially using clear silicone,
Mm-hmm.
that you've got enough to create a rounded corner.
This is my favorite caulking gun.
That was a good one.
This one's good.
And that one going up is a good one.
I think just like this.
In there. Okay.
I think you did all right there.
There you go.
Okay. Now these guys.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's almost like frosting a cake. So it's obviously a new day. We took a break, let the silicone dry. Now we're peeling off the parts that are extra, and then we're gonna wipe it down with mineral spirit and lacquer thinner, so that when we add the cement and concrete, when we pack it in here and then we break the mold apart, it will come out easier,
Yes.
in theory.
The mineral spirits are to pretty much remove the wax that we put down. For some reason, the lacquer thinner doesn't remove the wax that we put down before we silicone the edges. So the mineral spirits, or actually no, the mineral spirits don't remove the wax for some reason, but the lacquer thinner does. So the mineral spirits are pretty much to like clean everything up, get rid of all of our pencil marks and stuff in here. And then the lacquer thinner just like cleans up all the wax and everything else. So I don't know why it doesn't remove the wax, but it doesn't. We're not removing the silicone entirely. We're just removing the excess edges because we need the silicone in the corners in case there's any gaps. And we don't really want a super hard, sharp edge for when we do pack and fill the mold.
So traditionally you see concrete being like poured when it's like a little bit thinner, but we're going to use a different method where it's more like Play-Doh-y so that we can actually pack it, and then this whole box will not be filled with concrete or cement because that would make it very heavy. So we're trying to like just pack it towards the edges. And
doesn't give it as much as like a smooth look. It kind of gives it a more rugged, porous look.
The smoother, at least what we found with concrete, the smoother that it is, it looks more like ceramic, which is not a bad look, but obviously just depending on what you're going for.
This is my least favorite part of the whole process. With these foam knockouts, it makes it really hard when they're this close to the edge. Mm-hmm. It is also going to be 95 degrees today here in Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm already sweating. What is it right now? 90. Currently 90.
And it's even worse in the summertime. It's going to be like 30 degrees hotter. 30. 30. I'm glad you know what you're doing with this part.
This is where I kind of start at work in the process. I haven't really made any molds at work or anything, but I know how to pour concrete and I know how to clean up the molds. This is kind of fun, learning how to make the molds, but not mess up a very high priced piece.
Yeah, that someone commissioned. Oh, hi!
Oh, hot dog!
Did you know that we're making this for you?
Yeah. Project manager. Yep. This dog has only lived in Alaska his whole life, and he would get so cold in the wintertime when it would get like below.
He's got like a naked belly.
Yeah,
he's like bald down there.
I think we're good. Also, if we're obsessively looking at the clock, it's because I am currently bidding on a Ford Ranger at the auction that has front end damage, so stay tuned for that project nonsense, because we are not mechanics.
Would now be the phase where we mix and pack?
No. Oh. We need to we need to wipe it with release. Oh yeah. That way when we break the mold off, it doesn't releases? Yeah, it releases easier. Mm.
To be continued.
She always leaves me when it's time to clean up.
I was going to ask how you feel about it being your very first 100 degree day in Arizona.
I actually really like it.
That's not what she said a few minutes ago.